In this video, I'm going to be going through the Everton first team squad and figuring out what players we should sell and what players we should keep. I'm going to be doing it based on 3 criteria. First one, caliber or value. Is he essential for the squad? Is he a starter? Or is he just really good as a substitute or something like that? And the second one's need or use. If he's not really valuable for the team, do we at least play him as like a backup, a substitute? And then 3, potential. Will he get to play in the future? Is he just a youngster that we're trying to build and grow? Or is he just sitting on the bench not doing anything? Now, it goes without saying the players that are under 21 are not going to be mentioned in this video because we haven't really got to see them play, and they're really all about potential. Will they be starters in the future? If not, then we'll sell them then, but we're not going to sell them now. That wouldn't make any sense. So let's get started. Now I'm going to start out with the big man, Romelu Lukaku. He is considered a key player for Everton, part of the triad, Lukaku, Stones, and Barkley. So he's deserving of praise. He scored a ton of goals for our side that we're struggling in every respect. So his value can be a reason for him leaving too. He's worth 60 million supposedly. So a lot of players in form and valuable for their squad have been given exaggerated price tag. But in this case, I'm not one to argue. If the other clubs are willing to pay it, then I won't stop them. No doubt Lukaku is good in all 3 areas of caliber, use, and potential, but I do think he can be replaced. There's a lot of players out there that have price tags under £60 million, so I'm sure we can find one. Plus, he didn't play that great for Belgium in the Euro. So I do think there are a lot of other players that might be better than him out there, or could fit better under Koeman's style play. Therefore, I would be upset if he left, but I wouldn't be heartbroken. And when it comes to Runa Kone, it's the exact opposite. When fans boo a player when they're being subbed on, it should tell a manager this is a player who should be sold. He's played decent in some games, but I believe he's a symbol of Everton's past woes, i.e. when good players from shit leagues are expected to play Barclays Premier level football. They usually don't pan out. At the end of the day and at the end of the discussion, it would be best for him to move on. Now, in that last regard, Nasty is very similar to Kone. He did exceptionally well in his Russian league, but the skill gap hasn't really been bridged. Part of me is always curious how superstars from other leagues will do in the Premier League. So that's why I want to see him play at peak fitness and solidarity, to see if he can match the fitness and the skill that we have in the Barclays Premier League. However, the summer transfer window is a perfect time to reform and overhaul clubs, and we all know Everton needs overhauling. So that's why I kind of want to see this coaching staff either replace him late in the summer transfer window or wait about halfway through this upcoming season. Now the same goes for Tereshai. He was recently bought under Roberto Martinez, and we haven't even seen him play yet. So either we back up this player, even though Roberto bought him, and we give him what he needs to play here, or we sell him by the end of the transfer window. Deulofeu is very valuable for the club, so I dearly hope Barcelona doesn't invoke the buyback clause in the future. So that's really all I'm going to say for him. And when it comes to Kevin Morales, I fully trust Koeman to make the right call. He could sell him or start him as long as he makes him work for the lineup. I think Morales does have the skill and does have the potential to be very good for the club, but obviously hasn't shown that yet, so that's something to be proven. Now this transitions us well into midfielders and Ross Barkley, who Koeman is making the centerpiece of the squad. So all players really need to fit well with Koeman and Koeman's desired style of play in Barkley. So whether Morales fits that or not, I feel like he will. So when it comes to Darren Gibson, he recently signed a 2-year deal, so whether you want him or not, he's not going anywhere soon. Plagued by injury for the past 2 years, Koeman and the coaching staff still see something in him. Some good news, Gibson is recovering and has been training with the squad. It becomes a tricky situation for Everton Lennon. He's at the eclipse of his career, but has performed valiantly for Everton. He puts his heart and soul on the pitch, and we all see it. So I think he's deserving of the substitution spot in Coleman's revised squad. However, Everton is a business. We all want to see it grow. We all want to move it in the tables. There are better players out there, so if Koeman reserves the funds for one, then I recommend Lennon goes to ensure such a trade. The same goes for Tom Cleverley. Cleverley is decent, but if it becomes too crowded in the midfield, the transfer fund would be preferred. Mohamed Beshik, on the other hand, is worth keeping because right now he's only worth £5 million and is only 23 years old. If he doesn't rise to the first team, at least he can be sold for more. So I see him fulfilling the potential criterion right now. Since James McCarthy was in the first team last season, he's of high enough caliber not to be sold. He could easily be in the starter for this upcoming season, and if not, then a substitute. He's valued at £15 million, so it'd be futile to spend a little bit more and get a player that we don't know yet to replace him. I don't know if you guys have realized this, but Gareth Barry's 35 years old now, so I don't really see him playing for the first team either this coming season or the next season. Realistically, I would like him to move on to a foreign club where he gets paid pretty good but continues playing. But I do think he'll stick around like Osman and Hibbert did until he just can't play ball anymore. Quick word, do you guys think Oviedo looks a lot like the actor Channing Tatum? Anyway, he's had a rough patch now to get into Everton. Often he's a weak link in the team for the opponent to exploit. With Baines having undergone injury spells last season, a backup should be in order. The question is whether that should be Oviedo or Luke Garbutt that has recently returned from loan. In my opinion, I see neither. An alternative must be found, and one of them should be sold. Continuing with the left back position, Baines probably got another season or two left in him, and will probably remain at the club until retirement, so in order to fill the space here, here's a montage of all the different haircuts he's had throughout the years. So I don't think I really need to say anything about Koeman. He's one of the best backs in the Barclays Premier League, so he's staying. Now the same applies for Jack Yelka, but obviously like Baines, he's getting kind of old. And I did hear some reports that Stones will probably be moving to Manchester City because he did say that he wanted to be transferred there. So that kind of sucks. We should definitely buy a replacement and then find one that's in Finch Farm that can kind of sub into that spot and maybe get him up to first team within the next season or two. So I'm definitely not happy about Stones wanting to leave. I really wanted him to stay, but I kind of think we all saw it coming for at least one of the three. Probably less likely Barkley, and then probably not Lukaku at all. So yeah, I guess we had to sell one of them, man. It's hard to hold on to them. So I guess to fill that position would be Funes Mori, definitely, and then Jack Yelka, and then obviously, like I said, buy somebody to fill in for one of them if they get injured or can't play anymore. So I'm just going to close by talking a little bit about the goalkeepers that we have. In my opinion, I don't think Koeman should have bought the 33-year-old Stecklenburg. I don't think he's got much time left to play. Obviously, keepers play a little bit more than field players to a higher age, but I don't think we should have bought him. We already have Robles, and I don't think he's really that bad. So either we sell one of them, we just bought one, so we got to sell the other. Robles got to go, I guess. Then we do have two young goalkeepers. So we kind of need someone in the mid-range, kind of be like a mentor to the youngsters, but also that can play really good quality first-team ball. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. As always, if you liked the video, please leave a like. Really helps this channel out. Obviously, even better is subscribing so you can stay up to date on all these awesome videos I'm going to be uploading. And check out some of my other stuff. If you're just here for the Everton videos, check out some of my Skyrim stuff. I'm probably going to be showing some footage of me when I was in Sacramento, so that's going to be pretty dope. Put some cool music in the background, it'll be entertainment. And yeah, just share or just comment. I would really like to hear what you guys say and what you guys think, and any ideas for the videos in the future. So, see you, y'all.